everybody, are you ready for the science experiment of the day? Today we're going to make our very own homemade barometers. Your kids are going to love it, and today's a pretty cool day to do it because we've got a cold front moving in tonight. The pressure is going to be dropping all day long and you'll be able to see it with your barometer, and then tomorrow when those skies clear out, the pressure will be building up towards high pressure, and so your kids are going to learn about how low pressure a lot of times means thunderstorms and rain and clouds, and high pressure means sunny skies and pretty breezy conditions, and so that's certainly going to be the case today. It's pretty simple. For this, you do need a jar. A glass jar works great, just like this one. Also, if you had a huge metal tin, like an old, what coffee used to come in, those big Folgers tins, a big metal tin would work as well, but it would be hard to get your balloon around it because your balloon is going to be an integral part of this. And so you're going to take your balloon and you're going to cut off the skinny part that you tie when you blow it up. Unfortunately, you can't use a balloon that's already been blown up. It just doesn't work. And so cut off that kind of skinny end and you're left with the big balloon part, and you're going to work your way around the mouth of your jar. So this is going to be the cap on your jar. And so when the pressure goes up, the air inside the jar is going to push the balloon up a little because it's the cap and it's flexible. When the pressure goes down, the air is going to shrink inside the jar and it's going to make the balloon contract a little bit and make it more concave instead of convex. And it looks like maybe you can't open that particular balloon once the little end is cut off, so I'm going to start over with this balloon. And maybe my balloons are a little old because they're tearing, so this might be problematic. Didn't have any balloons, had to steal them from my husband's fishing tackle, and it looks like they might be a little on the old side, but we're going to make it work. Okay, so I got my balloon open, and then I'm going to cut off the skinny end. So see, I already saved you some time. You don't have to waste a balloon trying to open it after you cut off the skinny end. So I'm cutting that skinny end off because that's not going to fit around our jar at all. And now I've got my jar, and I'm going to work this balloon around the mouth of the jar. Oops, like I said, balloons are old here. Working with what we got. This balloon looks a little more viable. Let's try it. And so I might have to switch to larger balloons. Let's see. I'll be a little more gentle with this one. I'm sure my nails aren't helping. Yeah. Going to be difficult. Okay. Stretching it around the mouth of my jar. And once you achieve that, it has to be 100% sealed. You're going to want to anchor that down possibly with some rubber bands around the edge of it, and that way your balloon won't pop off and hit anybody when the pressure goes up or anything like that. So you're going to secure it with some rubber bands to make sure it stays in place. Next, you're going to need an indication to put on the top of your jar as to whether the pressure is rising or falling. And so I'm using a shish kebab stick. You could use 2 straws stuck together. You could use, I think that it looks like popsicle sticks would probably be a little heavy in this case, but you want to use something light, and the longer the better. The longer this is, the more variation we're going to see when the pressure goes up and down. And so I'm going to take a little glue, and I'm going to dab it in the center of my balloon on the jar right here. And that's what's going to hold my shish kebab stick in place. And a couple of internet tutorials said that silicone glue was better for this than any others, but I don't have any, and we're all working on limited resources without trying to go out right now. And so I don't quite have time for the glue to dry on this, but you can see that this is what you're going to do. You're going to position that stick right there in the middle, and you're going to let the glue dry. The next part of it, and I'm just going to hold this on with my fingers so that you're going to get the idea of what I'm talking about, is you're going to put this like up against a wall, and you're going to put a piece of paper right behind it, and you're going to mark where this stick is on that paper, and you're going to leave it there, and your kids can come back and check it through the afternoon because the pressure's dropping all afternoon long. And so as the pressure drops, this balloon is going to cave in a little bit and become more concave. And so it's going to point more upwards and upwards and upwards. And then when you wake up tomorrow morning and that cold front's already pushed through, the air is going to be bigger inside the jar, and it's going to cause the balloon to go up a little bit, and it's going to make your pointer go down, down, down. So you can keep making those little marks on that piece of paper that it's sitting up against, and that's how your kids are going to learn a little bit more about high pressure and low pressure. I've got another pressure experiment with balloons and jars I'll share in a couple of days. I am going to get some fresh balloons before that though. Have a great day.